It's so many questions about what I actually eat, being gluten-free and dairy-free. And some people think that my options are very limited, but honestly, I don't think I've eaten better than I have since going on this diet. It's been so interesting to be able to find all these different recipes and to discover all these different kinds of foods that I had never even known about before through this diet of being gluten-free and dairy-free. So if you guys watched my last video, I talked a little bit about why I'm gluten-free and dairy-free, and a big part of that was my skin. A lot of my skin problems, my acne, was actually being caused by my food. And after figuring this out, I mentioned that I really learned how to cook. So in this video, I thought it'd be really fun to walk you guys through how I eat and what I eat during the day. So a lot of what being gluten-free and dairy-free is about is really learning how to make things for yourself. I mean, you can go out and you can buy gluten-free products, dairy-free products, but a lot of these products are actually really pricey, and then a lot of the times they do add unhealthy ingredients in the food that, even though it's gluten-free and dairy-free, it's still pretty bad for you if they're adding all of this stuff into the food. I eat very well. Anyone who knows me knows I eat very well. Usually when I wake up in the morning, I like to start my day off with a good meal. Whether this be oatmeal or pancakes, I really try to have a good meal to start my day, because I honestly feel like there's no better way to start your day off than a really good breakfast. So a lot of times I'll eat fruit. When I was filming, didn't film the fruit. I was mostly filming things that I made, things I cooked actually for myself. So that way you guys can get a feel of the work that I put in usually every day. Of course, I have my lazy days in which I don't want to do anything. I don't want to cook anything for myself. But most of the time, I do cook meals for myself. So I usually start off my day making these really great gluten-free pancakes, gluten-free and dairy-free pancakes. The brand is so good. I will normally have my breakfast with a tea, usually green tea, because I feel like this is so great for your system and it's just really good to just start your day off. Normally, I do like to stick with whole foods. So chickpeas is a huge one. Curried chickpeas is a recent recipe that I've learned how to make that is so yummy. And when I tell you guys that it's so easy and so good and just so healthy for you, this is something that's like a go-to for me. Anything that's chickpeas, I love hummus, I love chickpea flour, anything involving chickpeas, so good. So chickpea curry is something that's super easy to make. I just go ahead and add all my ingredients, and it's just so simple and so good, and it came out so yummy. I usually do try to incorporate a lot of beans in my diet because I think beans are so good for fiber as well as just energy. I feel like beans are just really good in helping you feel more satisfied when you're eating. There's some things that we eat and yet they don't satisfy us because they don't have the amount of fiber that they should have for our daily food. So it's something that is really great, I think, to incorporate all these kinds of foods. And again, these are just ideas for you guys. It's not fries and it's not pizza, but it is gluten-free, dairy-free, and it is really good for you. I am interested in making a video in the near future about fast foods that I eat that are gluten-free and dairy-free. I do make my own pizza, fries, all that jazz. So if you guys would like to watch that video, please let me know in the comments below. And then I went on later on, of course. I didn't do all of this consecutively. Remember guys, I'm just filming my meals during the day. So later on, I went on to make dinner. And dinner, I feel like, is the most, I don't want to call it the most important meal, but I feel like it is kind of important because dinner is just that time that you have at the end of the day, no matter how stressful your day was, to kind of just like regroup and to spend time with your loved ones, with friends or with family, and just to share time around the table. So I love dinner in the sense that it's like this gathering of people that you love so that you can just enjoy some food together. So for dinner, I enjoyed making, I loved making this rice. It's like in Spanish, it's called moro negro, like a, I don't know how that would translate in English, but it's very good, and it's basically just black beans with some white rice, and you just mix that all together, and then you get this like mix of beans and rice. And it's really good because I mixed it, I cooked it with a sofrito that I had made, and sofrito is basically just like a concoction of different herbs and vegetables to kind of add to foods to give them a more flavorful taste. And so in the Dominican cuisine, we use sofrito a lot to season our foods and to cook our foods, to give that food an extra kick in its taste. And so I add that to my beans, and I add it to chicken as well when I'm making meat. With this rice, it came out super yummy. And so usually at night I do try to incorporate some greens, like a salad, and I do eat meat. Everyone asks me if I'm vegan, like completely vegan, and I tell them no, there's no way I could be vegan, because I love chicken and beef and pork. I love all that stuff. There you guys have it. This was just a super quick video on just things that I eat and cook during the day for my specific diet. I will definitely be uploading some very cool videos on more about this diet, more about what I eat, and ways to have fun with this diet. I think this misconception of being gluten-free, dairy-free is just like this boring diet, but no, it's like amazing. It's so good and so yummy, and I don't think that it has to be boring. I think that there's just so many different ways to be creative. If you guys would love to see a video of my fast food gluten-free, dairy-free video, please let me know, or like this video, share this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram if you do not, at Gabriella Danelle, and I will see all you lovely people in my next video.